Welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel, Poorboys Blackhole, show glaze for dark coloured vehicles. Today we're doing a live single take review of this product, which is always a challenge, especially with the old dive bombing planes going overhead all the time. So if you hear the dive bombers, apologies. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification. Very important for me. That's the lifeblood of the channel. But you can also come and join us on our private Patreon community where you get advanced viewing. Slow down, John. Breathe. Advanced viewing to videos, or join the behind the scenes stuff, or monthly competitions, or the top tiering where you can get a weekly, yearly prize and your name's on the credits and all that sort of stuff. And you've heard me talking about my car detailing fundamentals course, where we teach you how to decontaminate, how to polish, and everything you know to get up and running with all the detailing fundamentals. When you first encounter detailing, it can sound really quite intimidating and quite scary, and you don't like the idea of polishing your car. Well, this is there to take away that fear, get you up and running so you can do a really good job. And it's also about enjoying doing the job. Anyway, let's crack on. So, John, what is a glaze? What's the difference between a glaze and a polish and a wax? Well, the thing is here, the key thing, a glaze hides swirl marks. And it does it by packing it out with resins that solidify into the swirls and mask them. So if this black paint had tons of swirls on it, it'd start becoming hazy and patchy. And the more of those fine swirls you feel, the more you get the black colour coming back, you know, the true colour underneath that clear coat. An abrasive aims to remove the swirls by, you know, taking away clear coat, and so you have a smooth finish. You know, you cut away the clear coat to below the level of the swirls, but you can't keep doing that because you only have about 50 microns of clear coat. So glazes have a place. Now, the paintwork on my car is very, very good, but it's not perfect. And I'm going to show you here. So look, it looks pretty good actually, doesn't it? You know, and it is good. It's painted about a year ago, but there's some swirls there. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to pick them up on the camera. I'm seeing swirls there. You can just see them, can't you? Look, there's one going that way somewhere. And these are really fine, odd swirls. There's a few around here. You see one following the line up there somewhere, disappears. That's a little straight line swirl. Not many, but they are. Your paintwork will get swirled. You know, you can sit there racking your brains how you did it. The reason it doesn't matter is because after about a year, this car's going to need claying anyway, which is going to put loads of swirls in it. So what I like to do is often use kind of these types of products. What do I have in my arsenal? Well, I have a few that I really like. I like the Adams. I like the Triple, which is an all-in-one, which is a polish as well. We've got the 3-in-1 Maguire's wax, the Built Amber Cleanser polish. We've got the Rupes Uno, which is a abrasive and wax. We've got these Kochi ones. These are all products with either resins or protection in them that I like to use. So why have I got this one? I think this is a really good product. This was like a viral product back in the day. Everyone used to rave about it years ago. Then it kind of went out of fashion. You really should use it for dark coloured vehicles as well, because it's heavily pigmented, which is a bit of a disadvantage. But you could use, you know, you can get away with most finishes. It's quite, the resins get stuck in the pad. You really, you know, this pad is my Poorboys pad, and it's a Rupes white pad, and you know, it's just going to get full of these resins, unfortunately. AOIs and glazes are a bit harder to keep the pads clean. They don't flush out of the pads. But anyway, so there's a bit of an old product in there. What do we do with this? What are the instructions, guys? Well, we shake the bottle well. We're going to apply it by machine. So with an orbital professional buffer, apply it to a dry foam pad. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong place. And prime the pad with a small amount of product. Apply in small circles around the pad at low speed till the area has become coated. So prime your pad, in other words. And then, you know, buff it over the area, allow it to haze, and then buff back. So very simple to use. Let's just demonstrate this pad priming thing that you can, you know, we just want to get this dry pad with some product on there. So there's nothing too complicated there. We can just do that on a little spot on the car at low speeds. And that will probably do. We'll put a little bit more polish, tiny bit more, just on some of the other areas of the pad where it wasn't before. Just get the pad ready to go so we don't have any dry spots. I'm using the XFE cordless, and we'll be probably using it in about four or five will be good enough, because we're not cutting, you know, we're not cutting away. Now, another thing about glazes that's really important is the resins that they leave on the surface prime the surface for you then to put on a wax, you know. Can they take a sealant? Can you put a ceramic on top of them? Well, generally, that's where there's a lot of ambiguity depending on the product. So if I don't know what materials they're using in this glaze, a lot of times it's acrylic resin. Acrylic resins will be compatible with a wax. A wax will sit on that. Sometimes they can be waxes, so waxes can go on top of waxes. Generally, ceramics won't go on to need a pure bonded surface. So don't ask me if, you know, can you put product X on top of this product or product Y? Ask the manufacturer. But generally, waxes are all okay. Can you just put the glaze on and leave it? Yes, but those resins are then exposed and they get flushed away when you wash the car and the degreasers. So Blackhole is not an AOI or an AIO all in one. It's a glaze, so it's benefits from a wax going on top of it afterwards. Right, now what I want to do is show you what this product looks like when we work it. So this is going to be pretty difficult because I want to hold this. I'm going to attempt to do this one-handed, which you can just about get away with. So we're just going to spread it on the machine. We'll get all the way into the corner. We're going to overlap by about 50%. Let's go up a bit because the pad's stalling. So we're going to increase the speed so we're not stalling out so easily. So very easy to control here. I just want to get this glaze. I'm going to crank up even more because look, I'm still stalling. Oh no, okay, that's all right. Very difficult to do this with one hand, sorry, and point the camera. Bit dusty as well. I think that bit better wipe down. Now, in fact, guys, it's not. This is the problem with doing it live. It's not good to demo it, is it? When you're trying to do something, you're doing it one-handed. So let's do this properly. Let's do this properly and get the camera with a good shot. There we go. Let's do this properly. Here we go. I'll do that again. I would do this bonnet. Probably I'd do half this bonnet in one go because I'm not correcting the paint. Or at least quarter of a bonnet in one go. Quarter, 4 sets done. As I've spoken about before with these products, I'm not here to spend all day doing this. I'm here to make my car look awesome as quickly as I can. So now you can see the product on the panel. How long do you want to leave this? Well, I think by default, if you're applying it by hand, let it set. If you're applying it by machine, you tend to get a thinner layer, and you tend to, just from working it hard, it tends to be close to ready to being buffed. But you could leave this for up to 10 minutes, and leaving it is of benefit because it allows the resins to set. But we've got to film a video. So one of the cool things about this product, and let's just bring our camera across, we've got a cloth. Again, which is really important to me, you can see everything that's going on here, is just the buff, okay? The buff of a product is important, and the buff on this Blackhole is lovely. It's also a useful product. You see that, how easy the buff is for finishing out annoying paint that's really soft. So you just get it on a soft pad. If you're really struggling, you've done your final set of polish and you've still got some tiny machine marring, sometimes just going over very gently with a clean pad over your section on low speed with low pressure, cupping it in a glaze, if you're not coating it or anything, is a really good way of getting that final finish. And the buff is phenomenal. It really is. It's a great buffing product, this, and it feels nice. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's acrylic, because they tend to feel nice and slick. Who knows? But it's that easy, and it's really, again, the jettings come in straight away, and I think Blackhole is a really good product. This costs about 15 quid delivered from the link in the description from Amazon. I mean, you think that includes the delivery. That's pretty good. Shop around, you might be able to buy it cheaper. The other thing is, for that money, this product lasts for ages, because now I'm going to do another section and the pad's primed. So, you put another blob down here. That's quite a lot. Sorry, I'm looking through the viewfinder. So just little blobs, so you can put a thin film down. It doesn't, the bottle's fine, doesn't do anything stupid. So, go away on to the next section and you'd be done. You'd be done in no time at all, and then ready to wax your car. And these old-fashioned products, they've gone out of favour a little bit, these types of glazes. But for me, a cordless polisher with a soft pad and a glaze is still such an easy way to deliver an amazing finish on your car in a very short space of time. And Poorboys Blackhole is still a product which, I have on my shelf. If it's on that shelf, that says it all, really. Some people, I'm trying to think if some people, some people get funny about products, and if you mention a product, you mention certain products, they go really funny and have to mention another one. I'm not sure if there's an anti-Poorboys fraternity out there. There usually is for every product, but I've not heard it. I think it's a pretty well-regarded product, and it's a really good glaze. Another thing, I don't like to criticise other products to bring other ones up, but some products can leave abrasive residues on the edges. So this is less abrasive and it's more resinous. So even though I've gone over the edges of the car, I don't have any, I don't have any white polish marks, which you can get. So it's less risky as well if you're new to detailing. Everything can be avoided as well. You can always just polish your edge, but, wipe your edge, sorry, but that's another thing. So that's about it, guys. The final thing I want you to do is say to me, do you still use glazes and stuff like that? Because it's been a big shift, I think, now, away from sort of like buffing on your car to liquid products that you spray on. Those liquid products, are so quick to spray on your car, and they can set and make the car feel great. Oh no, I've got a call. I gotta go. Let me know though if you still use these or if you go for different products. Other than that, take care and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I?